Welcome to the sneak peek at StreamLogic Cloud Edition for AWS. In a nutshell, this is a drag and drop tool that allows you to create image processing pipelines and run them on AWS. The context is you have a set of images or video files stored in Amazon S3, and you want to apply some image processing to manipulate them in some way and store the results back out to S3. We can do this on an individual set of files or on a folder of files, or you can even set up a watch on a folder so that whenever new files arrive in that folder, the image processing is automatically applied. So in that sense, other users in your organization can use the image processing pipelines that you create without ever having to touch this tool. Let's create a really simple example just to get an idea of how the tool works. On the left side, we have a palette of all the nodes or operators that we can drag and drop into the diagram in the center of the screen. We always start with the Files node, which allows us to specify which files we want to process. And it has a built-in S3 browser where we can select a folder or a file. In this case, I'm going to select this single video file as my input set. Now we connect this node always to a decoder, either video in or image in, to decode the file into raw images. So for videos, the video in is going to decode the file into a stream of image frames. And then we can connect to this operator whatever things we want to do to the frames. Let's start by doing nothing and just piping that directly to the video output node, which re-encodes the frames back into a video file. And then normally you would send that to the S3 output, but for now we're going to just connect this to the preview node, which sends the results to the preview panel at the bottom of the screen. So this decodes the video into image frames, does whatever processing you want, re-encodes it, and displays in the preview so that we can do some testing. And as you can see, this example is a video of a red streetcar. So now let's just go ahead and stick a filter in there. I'm going to add this grayscale filter, which will convert the image frames to grayscale. So each image frame is being decoded one frame at a time, goes through the operator, and then recoded into a file, so we get to now a grayscale video of the original image of the streetcar. So obviously this is just a really simple example, but we can create more complicated image processing pipelines. We have lots of operators already available, and that library is growing all the time. Let's look at an example that I created earlier. This pipeline processes the same streetcar video, but it uses this detect node, which is a node I actually created myself. You can create your own nodes. In this case, I created this detect trolley node where I've combined these operators to create a new operator which detects the red portion of the image frame and creates a mask out of that. And then I can instantiate my operator in this other flow to actually create the mask from the streetcar. And then I'm using this mask blend operator, which allows you to blend two images together to produce the output image based on the image mask. So in this case, I'm blending between the grayscale version and the original version to produce an output where I get color just where the red mask is. So now I have this grayscale image with just the red so that the train really pops out. That's all for now. Thanks for watching this sneak peek, and look for us soon on AWS Marketplace.